Hey to all my kings and queens, Project X TV presents Lockdown Talks My Story, where we are diving into the individual stories and experiences. You already know what it is. I'm your host, Darren Mathrin. Before I even get into the video, you already know what I'm about to ask you to do. So just do it. Like, subscribe, and share this video, please, and thank you. We are talking about navigating through the workforce and what that has to do with Blackness. So let's break the ice, guys. So introduce your name and just, name a few jobs that you have had, whether it be part-time, full-time, whether you were self-employed or what it was.
I'm Marcus. I've worked 3 years at McDonald's as a crew trainer. I've worked at a warehouse for a couple months. I worked at like an advanced tenting business as well. We put up really big tents. I've also had my own business in my last year of high school, where I was just playing piano at events like weddings and birthdays, and I also did a little bit of teaching too. So that's my little resume for you.
Wow.
My name is Serena. I worked at Urban Planet for a year. After that, what did I do? I started my own eyelash extension business called Miss Daisy's Lashes. That's not running anymore. I've kind of changed everything up. I'm currently running a climate project called Daisy's Climate Project. I have another business coming out. Right now I work at Walmart. It's good. I've only been there for like 4 days, but it's good. And and I'm currently doing an internship for a marketing company. I don't know if that counts as a job, but like I'm not getting paid, but I'm still doing it. So yeah.
What's up? My name is Dominic. Everybody knows me as Dom. Let's see. Work experience, I have a long list. Last year, I was the orientation chair for my college at York University. At this current point in time, I'm currently an operation and administrative team lead at the FedEx Hub here in Toronto. I've been working at FedEx now for just over 5.5 years. I've worked at Cancor Industries as their bookkeeper and courier driver coordinator and warehouse stock inventorier. This past year, I also worked at an accounting firm as an intern as well. So I guess this is 4 of the many other jobs that I've done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Long resumes over here. So guys, all of you guys have a job or have had a job before this pandemic. So tell me about your specific duties on that most recent job or your current job.
At the tenting place I worked at, we would go in a pickup truck and follow a really big truck with all the materials in it, and we just put up like massive tents and take them down.
So for me, I currently work at Walmart, like I said before. I start sometimes at 7 a.m. In the morning, we go to the back and we open up boxes and basically take out the stuff that we have to put out onto the floor. So all I do is open boxes, sort them, open boxes, sort them. And then after that, we go and put things on the floor. So I'm in fashion. So that's all the clothing and merchandising area. So I kind of have experience with Urban Planet. So it's the same thing, folding clothes, keeping the floor clean. But yeah, that's basically all I have to do. Just fold the clothes, everything's clean, and that's it.
I guess for myself right now at FedEx, I do a wide range of different responsibilities.
Yeah,
Daria, you already know what it is.
Yeah.
I run the Saturday operations. I'm the primary new hire trainer for all incoming cargo handlers. I'm a dangerous goods specialist. I am on health and safety committee, event committee. What else do I do? A lot of different things. Cargo screening, so screening packages through the X-ray machines, all that kind of stuff. My variety of jobs or responsibilities at FedEx is massive.
Yeah.
But I guess that's just a few.
Have you ever felt like you didn't get a job where it was more difficult because you're Black? Have you ever felt that way when either applying for a job or when thinking about getting a job?
I personally never failed an interview. However, that being said, I usually have my hair out. My hair is either in a ponytail or in braids. But because I know there's a stigmatism behind individuals who are in the Black community aren't say as educated or as experienced, or I can't go into an interview with my hair braided. I always felt like I always had to go above and beyond for all my interviews. I couldn't just go in and think I got this kind of thing. I've always had to push the limits push the bar in order for me to get any job that I've ever had to apply for. Like, it was never easy. Like, I had to do research. I had to get like prepared for my interviews, like hours and hours I would spend before on my interviews. But that's always because I felt like I couldn't just walk into a position kind of thing. Like I said, my hair is always in braids. Showing up to an interview, like a professional interview, like I couldn't show up with braids kind of thing. Even if I did, that means like I got to show that I'm like not that person from the streets kind of thing, because that's how people see it. But for my hair, it's just convenient to have it in braids when going into an interview kind of thing. But I don't know. I've never failed an interview, but that's because I always over prepared because of that fact as well. Like that's based on that fact.
Same.
Like going into like in interviews and stuff, like you just know you got to debunk stereotypes, right? I can't wear my hair down. You know, I got to go in there and establish that yes, I am a really good student. Yes, I have job experience. You know, just so that, you know what I mean, so that you're not caught up in that stereotype. And it's like even working on the job too. You know, it's like you always got to be on your best behavior. You can't be, you know, doing anything that contributes to the stereotype, because it's almost like you can feel what is it? You feel like people are watching you, waiting for you to mess up. You know, you always feel like eyes on you type thing.
Yeah.
From the moment you go in that interview, from the moment, you know, you quit the job or whatever it is, you know, you always have to be your best behavior.
I agree with that, because even like when I was working at Urban Planet, I used to wear my hair out and like in an afro, like afro and everything. And I remember my mom telling me, she's like, "You're gonna wear your hair like that?" I said, wait. Like this was like high school. So like, I'm like, wait, like, you know, it was just starting to come into play. I was applying for my first job. I was 16. You know what I mean? Like I didn't take it in. And I remember I slicked my hair back in a ponytail. And ever since then, like hearing her say like, "You're gonna wear your hair like that," it's always like put me in the back of my mind, like, okay, I gotta wear my hair a certain way. But when I applied for Walmart, I wore my hair in an afro. It didn't change anything. I still got the job. But same way, like just looking back at like, I guess how things maybe used to be, maybe it's getting a little better, I don't know. But at Walmart, I guess they're trying to diversify, because I'm kind of like I'm not the only, but there's like very few Black people, and like the rest are like brown. Other than Black people, there's like maybe 5 of us. And I'm the only one that wears my hair out in an afro like that. Everybody else has their hair slicked back, and they look at me like, you know, like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. I'm sorry.
I hear you. Yeah.
Basically, I'm the only one that wears my hair in an afro or like culture, you know? So
I hear you. It's really interesting that we all said, because even when I remember when I was applying for jobs and I was like 16, 17, 15, whatever it may have been, I remember my dad always telling me to make sure I don't have my locks out and to put them in a ponytail. Yes, it's also for professionalism, but also like when people don't understand your hair, it can also be like, I guess maybe subconsciously distracting for them, and they might not focus on the, you know, the resume in front of them. So it's like we all kind of have that similar experience. But the next question is kind of similar to the last one, but it's more about like things that you've actually had to do. So have you ever had to code switch, quote unquote, change your hair or anything else that you feel like diminishes your Blackness to get a job or even stay on the job?
Yo, one thing that really worries me is that I'm studying to become a lawyer right now, and it's very hard for lawyers or people to get jobs at good law firms when they have locks in their hair. There's a fact. There's only 2 states in the United States where you're not allowed to discriminate someone or not hire them because of their hair, and that's New York and California. Anywhere else, you're actually allowed to tell someone that they're not allowed to get the job because of your hair.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I feel like worries me a lot when it comes to my hair too. But at the same time, you know, I'm in my head thinking now, okay, I need to make sure my marks are really good in law school so that they have no choice but to hire me. But it's like, should a person have to think like that, you know, just because their hair looks a certain way, you know?
Yeah.
But like, in the past, like, sorry, I never really felt like I had to, you know, change my hair or anything for a job. Where we are right now, in terms of how society is, and even the fact that we're in Canada, we're not in the States, it would almost be really unfitting for, you know, a company or an institution to demand you to change your hair to meet their standards, unless, of course, it's too long or it's really messy or it needs to be put in a, you know, what do you call it? A hairnet or something. That's different. But if it had to do with, you know, the Blackness of my hair, then I think it would be unacceptable. I don't know.
I was gonna say, Marcus, in the summer last year, I went to an all black law firm. Every lawyer in there was black.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
I know, in Saga, all black law firm, all women. One
Wow.
guy.
Okay, excellent. Come through.
I know, right?
Yes.
I know, right? But yeah, I was just gonna say, like, Marcus, like, if they don't like you're saying, you're worried about like them not, giving you a chance in their law firm. There's a lot of black law firms out there. You just have to find. I don't know for the type of law you're studying, but it was a law firm for civil. It was like civil claims and stuff like that, small claims under 5,000, stuff like that. I feel like our community just needs to make our own type of communities like that, own law firms. Like, we need more, like, I know like entrepreneurship and all that, but like, if it's not there, you gotta make it. Like, you are going to be successful. You are going to be a great lawyer. But if they're not taking you for you, you just gotta do it on your own. That's how it has to be, because people will diminish you and make you feel like you're smaller than you are just because of a hairstyle or the color of your skin. It's really sad, but honestly, you can make it. You're gonna be fine. Just make it, like, make your own. Like, I don't know. That's the entrepreneur in me. I always think that if something's not doing me something, I'm gonna do it on my own. But yeah,
I hear you, sis.
That's a
Yeah.
good mindset. Thank you.
Man,
Thank you for those words.
Say, Mark, I can resonate with that, because like I've had encounters, like on my day to day, like when I'm during in school and when I'm actually like going to work in the morning and whatnot, I'm usually in a 2-piece suit or a 3-piece suit kind of thing, like dress shirt, vest, or blazer, dress pants, dress shoes, all that kind of stuff. Like I said, my hair is extremely curly and relatively long. Like my hair's like well past my shoulders. And like for me to have that out and to maintain all the time is really difficult. So I have my hair in braids all the time. Yeah. And it's all like, I've had so many encounters with people who are like, suit and braids? That's not professional. I was like,
how is it not professional? I was like,
how is that not professional? Like, I'm just, it's a convenient way for me to keep my hair without having to like have it in a ponytail or have it down kind of thing. I was like, everybody's like, oh, well, like if I know I'm gonna be dressing up, buzz cut, or like I shape up my hair, or like, I was like, my hair's long. I'm not trying to have it down really. Like, let me just braid it out of convenience. I think it looks good, but like the amount of times that I've encountered where people are like, braids and a suit, that's not professional. It's like, if you're going into an interview, you should have your hair more kept or like neat kind of. I was like, but my braids are just done, they're neat. Like, come on.
It's just their Eurocentric view on neat and kept. Whatever people don't understand, then they just assume that it's messy or whatever it is. But
exactly,
I think for a lot of people too, especially in the Black community, hair means so much more than just, a style or a convenience. For a lot of people, it's really like a spiritual connection for them. And I feel like to ask people to change that is like, as Marcus said, it's completely unacceptable. But even going off that part, I remember when I was in class, I would talk to the one other Black girl that was in my program. And then she would tell me about how like she always has to, like, because of the area that she works in, she would always have to like code switch at work. So change her tone, change the way that she talks. So that way, I guess people are more comfortable with it or whatever it is. Have you guys ever experienced any racial discrimination on the job from a coworker, customers, or employers?
Okay, so where I work now, we have to drive trucks to the sites, and I normally drive the truck because I like to drive, and it's like, in the morning kind of wakes me up, like, so I don't mind driving. The tenting company is ran by a very, God, I hope they don't see this, but it's run by a very conservative, religious kind of family, and then everybody that they affiliate with the company is really religious, really conservative, and I kind of feel it, as soon as I walk in there, I stand out, and it's almost like, I always get like, those looks, it's like, who's this guy? But it's like, I can try to ignore it. And one time, when we drive to sites, sometimes you gotta drive the big box truck. Sometimes you drive the pickup truck. I normally drive the pickup. And you have guys in this company that mash up the big box truck. They mash up the pickup truck, and they still get to drive. The company's not even mad at them. It's okay. The company will pay for it. They don't care. But I remember one time I got the truck stuck in the ditch because I wasn't supposed to back it into the ditch, but I thought I was because I thought the tent, that's where we're setting up the tent, but it wasn't. The truck got stuck. So they had to come and take it out. And I remember, the boss guy, it was almost like after that happened, he just never forgave me. Like after that, it was always awkward when I was around him. It's like he's still mad at me over it, Like I kind of feel that tension. It was almost like, why is he still mad at me for getting a truck stuck in a ditch when, Jack over there mashed up the whole top of the box truck by going under the bridge that he's not supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is that happening? But at the same time, I'm not going to call it out because you're kind of outnumbered in there. But I don't know, sometimes you feel skeptical about why people react certain ways towards you. It's so hard to just, like, say, like, why me? Why are you so mad at me for?
Yeah.
Because this one time recently, it was actually yesterday, there's like, since people left, some people took leaves at Walmart, and there was a new manager in my section, and I guess she was trying to show me around, but I already knew what I was doing. But she thought that I didn't know what I was doing. I don't know. I took it in a racial way because the way she was talking to me, like she was talking like to me as if I was stupid or if I didn't know what she was talking about. She's like, "Oh, you seem like a really smart girl," and I said, "I know, because I am." I didn't know. I act because I'm like, "What do you mean I look like a smart girl?" Like just the way she's trying to tell me things, I just felt like, when you feel attacked, like maybe I felt
like she was belittling you.
Exactly, like she was talking to me as if I didn't know where to put clothes or like just simple things that, like, it's common sense. She was talking down to me as if I didn't know. I took it in a racial way just because the way her tone and the way she was looking at me, posture, tone, just the way eye contact, just the way the whole scenario just felt like I was being attacked in that way. But personally, like, I've never really had a lot of like racial experiences like that. Like, that's one of, maybe I can't even remember anymore, but not on the job. Like, probably like in other situations, but that one stood out to me.
Yeah. I'm even just going to quickly say, like, I used to work at a restaurant. I'm not going to name it, but I used to work at this restaurant when I was like 16. I worked there for like just a little over a year. Now, when I came there, I was just looking for work. So I would do anything.
I remember this.
Yeah, I would do anything. But I said, you know what? Like, first option host. They're like, we're not hiring hosts. Okay, bet. Now, a week later, this girl was training. I said, oh, what are you training for? Host. Okay. And like, she was like, pretty white girl. And I'm like, okay, but I didn't take it in. And then after a while, I got this girl from my high school that came in to eat. I just got her hired because, like, that's just the type of thing I do. I'm like, okay, like, everyone needs a job, why not? Again, like, short, cute, pretty white girl. She gets hired, and eventually later down the line, she starts making more money than me. But mind you, she's always on her phone in the back, always running around, joking around. They're always talking about how I'm such a hard worker. And eventually, she actually gets moved up faster than me. So I'm still bussing tables, and she's hosting. And then when I keep on like begging them and asking them to train me on something else, it's always an excuse. Oh, your availability's crap, da-da-da-da-da. So after a while, I was like, hey, like, I'm actually not taking this anymore. So I just left. But it was just like, wow, like, it was a really wild experience for me because I'm like this is actually not, like, you feel like it's not happening, and it's like, it's like are you seriously getting paid like more than me? Did you really get moved up and I'm still here and I got you the job? And did you really get host when I just applied for host last week and they said that they weren't hiring hosts?
I've been there too, to the same restaurant, so I know what Dar's talking about. And every waiter or waitress is either an Ashley, a Stacy, or a Brad.
Yes, 100%.
So it wasn't even surprising to me when Dar said, yeah, like, they won't even move me up, because that's just the way it is.
A lot of the minorities stayed in the back. Last question, just a few words or like literally one word. One thing that can be done to change the climate in the workforce for Black people seeking a job or on the job to make things better. Just
more
like a
Black
quick
people
sentence.
in the workforce.
I was gonna say the same thing. More Black people in the workforce, and probably like different hiring managers. So like more diverse hiring managers. So Black, white, Asian, brown, because it's not just us that are getting discriminated.
Yeah. Dom?
But we can be discriminated by other races as well.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, no, I absolutely agree. So yeah, more Black people in the workforce, more Black people in like hiring positions, manager positions, kind of thing. Yeah, so people who can select those individuals as well. And on top of that, like, don't let anybody get in your way of achieving your goals. Like, there's gonna be people in the workforce who are gonna look down on you, but like, don't let that get in your way. Like, if you want that management position, find a way to get it. Like, don't let anybody be an obstacle in your way, regardless of what you're trying to do, regardless of what situation it might be.
And Dom's perfect to say that because like he's one of the like youngest team lead supervisors at the company. He's like the youngest, and he actually does a lot more work than any of the other ones there. Shout out to Dom. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. It means a lot to me, to the project, and to the community. Thank you so much for everyone watching right now. You already know what to do. Like, subscribe, share, and comment all over this video. Black power, Black love, and let's keep talking. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.